Okay, what's up? Let me get this working real quick.
Yeah, let
Get
me
this little
get into your
guest star
broadcast.
box. There it is. Give me a full screen. Whoop. There we go. I think that's working. What's up, Full Grip? Welcome to the chat. Do another little co-stream here with my buddy Landry. They're going to be working on some really cool ZBrush stuff. So if you're interested in 3D modeling, go on over and check out their channel. Give them a follow, give them a like, give them a kiss. Whatever floats your boat. Stuff. Say something, Landry, so we can see if you can be heard throughout the world.
Am I audible? Can I be heard? Is it hearable?
Oh, I can hear you, but we'll see. I think it's good. Wait, hold on. Now let's try
Okay.
it.
Am I hearable now?
Okay, you're hearable to me,
Yeah.
according to
Well,
my OBS, so that's good. I also have a
yeah.
little bit of background music playing, so let me know how that's cooking. But I think we are good to go. Sweet. All right, and I am going to be working on some miniature painting. So I have this guy, this newer guy.
Yeah. What are you working on?
Started. Yeah, let me see here. Let me autofocus. And let me just bump up the brightness just a teens. There
I'll
we
explain
go.
my stuff after. I want to see what Will's working on. Let me bump up my view here.
Okay.
Oh, look at
Let me
that.
zoom in. Look at that.
Well, excuse me.
I also learned I can mess with the white noise on this.
Oh,
So it
nice.
looks less like an eBay picture. So I'm just trying to find a sweet spot on that. But yeah, I have this older model. This is a Deathwing Terminator. They have this bone white armor. And I've just been going around and doing some color blocking on stuff.
Lovely.
And I'm gonna go back and fix a couple of things because this is something I kind of painted a while ago, and I'm just gonna go back in and really try and put on some finishing touches here. So we're just gonna mess around with this for today. So this is what I got going on. I also have a couple of them, so we're gonna probably work on a couple different ones at the same time, if you know what I mean.
I hear you. Will, before I ramble about my stuff, I don't know, you probably won't be able to see it, but that chrome paint that I brought.
Yeah.
I don't
How
know
do
if
you
this
like
will work.
that?
Can I get it to focus? Come on, camera. Do the makeup trick. Makeup trick. I think it might be too reflective. Anyways, I let it dry for about 2 days. I can touch it now without ruining the finish.
Mm-hmm.
Highly recommend. You definitely try airbrushing it.
Sweet. I have myself zoomed in and you're still zoomed in on me. This is funny.
I'm gonna
5 seconds, it'll get bigger.
Here
There
we
we go.
We'll adjust you there. Okay. And yeah, I'm working on finishing. Gotta grab my pen. Stuck. Okay. I'm working on finishing this. I think I'm at a couple hours into this project now.
Okay.
3D scan, and by a couple hours, I mean I think I'm at
That's a nice square you have there. A couple hours on that. Turned out real well.
It took a while.
It's real. It's parallelogram for sure, I would say. So
there we go. Here's my ring.
Prospero Burns. Oh boy. Oh, that's right. Full Grip. You were once a Space Wolf devotee, weren't you? Not? Yeah. So you're not a big fan of those Thousand Sons, the Sons of Russ. What a great story that was. Did you Full Grip? Did you read the Horus Heresy novel Prospero Burns or whatever the book in that series was that covered that event? Because it's pretty darn good. There's a couple of books in there that are good. Anyways, Lantry, why don't you tell us what you got going on here?
So, just gonna finish this text message real quick. Okay, I thought I had more time. Yeah, I'm working on this ring that I've been working on for. I think I got about 8. Well, hold on. Just this top portion here, I've been put about 8 hours into so far, from an original 3D scan, from a local subway stop in Brooklyn, and then I'm putting it on a ring, and this is the roughed out form of the ring that I managed to crank out in the last like 30 minutes of the stream last time. But I did print out the top face on my printer yesterday. Let's see. We'll wait for that 5 second. It's gonna come on the camera anytime now. I'll wait for it. Here it is. It'll get that to let it linger a little bit. But anyways, this is 3D printed plastic. It's about the size of a banana. But yeah, that is.
Oh, that turned out great.
Yeah.
What is
really
is that?
nice.
Is that like ABS, or what was the printing process used for that?
It's PLA. So
okay.
For all you kids out there that want to know, PLA is acid.
Polylactic acid.
Yes. But also it's corn based, so in theory it's semi biodegradable. It still takes like 100 fucking years for it to degrade, but it is like a renewable plastic at least. I try not to use ABS anymore, which is kind of like
it's
weird.
so stinky. It's stinky stuff. ABS. Yeah. For those not in the 3D printing world, ABS plastic is just a type of plastic that like you see like little 3D prints with, and it's really sturdy, but it's super stinky. Like it smells up your room real bad when you print with it. PLA is a little more nose friendly, you know.
Yeah, it's less terrible. It smells kind of sweet when it prints.
True. Full Grip in my chat asks, why did I see this ring already? Did you retweet it? I did Instagram story post it, whatever you would call that, whatever the Instagram equivalent for that is, because I didn't have any promo for myself and Landry did, so I just copy and pasted that.
Yeah, I cranked this. I just took a rendering of it when I was at work to post it, but it was probably this angle, if I remember, something like that.
And yeah, if you don't follow Landry yet, hop on over to their stream, twitch.tv/Landtree, LANDTREE, and drop them a follow. I'm also digging your interface. I see you spent a lot of time on that.
Yeah, so that overlay over me, I spent maybe too much time on it, but I eventually want to have it so it comes down the... Wait, hold on. How do cameras work?
I'm gonna shrink your...
Yeah, shrink away. I want the whole border to do this. The stretching of this 3D graphic thing that I made.
I do know that animated overlays do cost more resources when you're streaming.
You know,
if you're ever like chugging. So I know for me that's why I stick with the static stuff, because we're bare bones and
yeah,
with our internet over here.
I have the luxury of having a decent internet package, so until the time I see it affect me. Also, thank you for following Full Grip.
Hey, we'd love to see it.
We're gonna, unless I drop frames, I'm gonna keep it.
Hey, more power to you. If it works, it works, you know.
That's what I'm going for. Anyways, I was gonna tell you the reason I brought up the mirror paint is I just want you to use it more.
I know. I love it. I just need to buy more Necrons and then paint them chrome and then never do anything with them again, because that's what I've done so far. But yeah, it's great stuff. I love it. So I think what I'm gonna do with this mini on my channel is I'm gonna go back and redo some of these like feathers and try out these new contrast paints over it to give them a little more depth than just being just like it's kind of like a washed out black at this point. So we're gonna try and add just a little bit more definition with these new contrast paints that we have. So let's give that a shot. Let me pop up this brightness one more. There we go. Okay.
I mean, I hope this ring has some form of riddle where, you know, if presented, it unlocks like a like a secret password opens a gate. Sorry. Full Grip just said it looks like this ring has riddles.
I feel like that ring definitely like unlocks a dungeon in like Elder Scrolls game, or at least it has the potential to.
That'd be fantastic. God,
Okay.
In hindsight, I regret making the sketch over the top of this.
No regrets. Remember. All right, so what I'm gonna do real quick is I'm just gonna go over these like little headdress feathers with like a white. Because our contrast paints like to go over lighter colors, because that's how they get that contrast action going, hence the name. Real scientific stuff here.
I'm gonna start off my stuff by just kind of blocking out the top of the ring here.
Mm-hmm.
And my goal is to actually have this look less like a framed border and have it more as like the ring continue, or the face kind of sprawls into the border to the sides of the ring, which I kind of started framing out, but I don't like how the border is basically like just rubbing up against and like intermingling.
Okay.
So I'm just blocking that out right now.
Just cleaning up your transition points, really?
Yeah. Well, roughing them in more than anything at the moment.
Gotcha.
Usually the first 20 minutes is just me forgetting how to use Zbrush every time I use it. And I didn't make this sketch of this ring perfectly symmetrical at first, so it's kind of, I had to not do it in symmetry.
Yeah. That'll do it. Also, let me know if I am painting out of camera.
Nah, just pops up and his lip balm, magic lip balm. Ooh, he's got very, very luscious lips. If we side those lips.
Are we talking about your Subway God?
Yes, my Subway God. Oh my God. Look at those luscious babies. It's like, Will, did you just hear that?
What'd I hear?
Exactly, you didn't hear anything. I have a Mylar bag, like I have a skylight above my desk.
Mm-hmm.
And when that giant snowstorm came in, I could feel snow falling from the skylight, which is great, as you want. You know, skylights still like have leaks. So we told our super, but it's in the middle of a snowstorm, so there's not much they can do.
Yeah.
But so you can hear the draft in it. You just hear this like Mylar. It just sounds like a really cheap candy bag crunching in the microphone.
Just crunching.
Yeah, but luckily RTX voice cleared that fucking up perfectly. Can't even tell that it's above me. So when I did my stream on Monday, I was panicking. I was like, I have no idea how to get rid of this heinous ass noise.
I will say, at least through my headphones, I don't know if chat can hear, it does seem to be clipping out at like the high end when you talk.
Oh, I bet you that's my compressor.
It might be the compressor, yeah. Because otherwise it sounds pretty decent.
Yeah, it's not bad. I don't know.
Is the compressor separate from RTX?
No, yeah, it's inside of OBS, which doesn't make sense because I'm pretty sure it's because you're listening to me via Discord, which is set up.
Maybe it's Discord.
Purely through Discord. Or I should say, you're getting my mic via Discord through RTX because I can't serve it up because RTX like holds onto the mic effectively. But we'll see. Maybe I'll just be a little glitchy this round until I get this nailed down.
Yeah. For anybody that follows or watches this video later, make sure to go give Full Grip Gaming a follow as well. They are doing a Friday night D&D sesh, which looks really
Ooh.
interesting. Yeah, and they're broadcasting it too. Pretty stoked about that. I think I'm gonna, yeah, definitely excited to see where that goes. So if you're looking for some Friday night entertainment, definitely check it out.
Full Grip. What
Because you know you're
time?
not supposed to be going anywhere anyways.
Perfect place to go is virtually.
You can go
Where
anywhere virtually.
what time are you streaming at, Full Grip? Whatever chat you're in. So I always could use more D&D in my life.
Oh, absolutely. Pretty slick setup they got too. A lot of pretty good production quality. It's more than I can say for my channel. I'm still using the training wheels overlays until I find something better. You know, I'm kind of just like holding out till I get to affiliate level, which I think I'm either 4 or 6 followers away from getting there, so it's pretty darn close.
Yeah, you're very close.
Yeah, pretty stoked. And then I can do stuff like make an emote and send followers notifications when I'm streaming, which apparently doesn't happen now, which is a little irritating. So I have to like manually go through and tell people like I'm streaming.
I got a notification that you're streaming.
Did you? Huh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, then I'm a liar.
But also, you're not. It should be 6 Central.
You're a liar, and you'll spend an eternity on my ship.
Is when Full Grip is. The bearded DM. I'm gonna go.
The bearded. Oh yeah, give the bearded DM a follow too, because that's the channel it's being hosted on, right?
That is what I was just informed.
Sweet. Go give them both a follow.
Yeah,
The bearded DM and Full Grip Gaming. Or just Full Grip, I believe.
I think it's just Full Grip. Well, at least their name inside my chat's Full Grip.
If you search Full Grip in the Twitch search bar, and you find a smiling, sexy man, that is Full Grip, and you found the right account.
God, how do I Zbrush? The bearded DM. That sounds familiar. I don't know why.
Right? That might also just be like the product of good
branding,
good marketing, good branding. Yeah, just like familiarity. It's like, oh, that sounds like I've seen that, heard that before, which is always a good thing. I also really dig the midweek minis moniker for Wednesdays. I'm considering moving mini painting sessions to Wednesday, not because it sounds better, but because I feel like I have more energy on Wednesdays to do this, whereas like Tuesday I kind of just want to play video games. But we'll figure it out.
That's fair. I think you should do it purely for the name.
That's also fair.
Let's see.
I've done dumber things for names.
God damn it. I can never remember my coordinate system inside of, or not my coordinate system, my oh my god, my X, Y, and Z, and how that translates in Zbrush. And whenever I use a tool, I always do it wrong the first 5 times. But what I'm trying to do right now is flatten the top of this ring to make it a little bit more manageable.
5th time's a charm, right?
You hope.
You would hope. I'm just gonna go through and redo all these feathers on this. Just play around, because I think I want to use like that off-white contrast paint, and then I have like a dark gray, and then I have a black contrast paint as well, but I'm not really a fan of how it works. It doesn't like it kind of just looks like a blotchy black ink or black wash, and it kind of just obscures a lot of detail. Definitely not one of my favorite of the bunch. But the off-white and the gray seem to have a really cool, moderate effect when placed over a bright white undercoat. So I'm just going through and picking out all of these like dark gray painted parts, going over those. It's kind of like a model rehab sort of we're doing tonight, which I normally don't advocate for, but this model to me was never finished in the first place. So we're just gonna fix her upper.
Why don't you advocate for that?
Because I'm a fan of like once you finish something, just leave it. Like don't go back to it later on, so you can see like your growth. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense.
I see what you're saying.
So I'm just like completely going against my word on this at this moment. But also, I want to get my Dark Angels army up to snuff because their new rulebook comes out this week, and I really want to play them, even though I can't play them because we're in a panini.
The worst thing to be in.
Mm-hmm.
Big ol' meanie.
Hey, panini, don't you be a meanie. I would love if Lil Nas X watched our stream.
I mean, I don't even know how to like gain their attention.
Right. Just tweet on Twitter like, "Hey, Lil Nope, follow me, please."
All right, I have to come about this different strategy. I'm just not doing well at the moment with my current plan, which is pretty much how I function inside of Zbrush.
What was your game plan?
Well, I was going to just simply clean up the drawing, but I
walk into Mordor.
I thought it was something as simple as that, but it was not. Can't simply walk into Mordor. So I'm stupid. I'm trying to now. Basically, the ridge I made at the top for like the frame is so uneven because just the way I drew it. So I need to like raise it up higher so that I can clip it out flat, which will allow me like better manipulation later.
Gotcha.
It's not necessarily a problem. I just kind of went about. I spent the first 15 minutes here just not doing anything useful with that.
Hey, just trust the process. Trust process.
And also on my Monday stream, I totally lied to everyone. I said I would spend some time out of stream fixing up the boring stuff, which is like cleaning up polygon editing. I didn't do any of that. I'll do that on stream tonight.
Lantry, you're a liar, and you'll spend an eternity on my ship.
That's okay. I have no idea what that's reference to. I'll be completely honest.
Oh, that's Pirates of the Caribbean.
What?
Yeah, with Davy Jones, like the squid face.
Yeah, I know. I've watched. I was really into Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm surprised I don't understand that reference.
It's there's like a scene when they're playing liar's dice, for what is it? It's like his soul basically, and like I think Jack or someone loses, and then Davy Jones is like, "You're a liar, and you'll spend an eternity on my ship," because that's how he gets his crewmen. Just gambling.
Damn.
Like if you win, I think if you won, you got his ship, but like you never win because it's Davy Jones, and why would you?
You just can't win that.
The house always wins. That's the moral of the story. The ship always wins. I'm probably completely wrong. I'm gonna get like blown out by some Pirates of the Caribbean hardo in the chat, or someone who watches it later and it's like, well, actually.
Actually,
And I actually totally welcome it. So if you are a Pirates of the Caribbean hardo, definitely like shoot me a message and tell me I'm wrong. Because I'd rather know what I'm talking about in the future if I'm gonna reference stuff.
just get railed by someone
Well,
that's
actually,
super into fucking pirates. Which, I'll be like, how many movies are there now?
there's
There's
a
quite a few,
bunch.
aren't there?
Did they make a couple new ones recently?
Yeah.
Like without any of the original cast? I don't know.
Well,
I just
yeah,
don't see how those would fare.
Johnny Depp was in pretty much all of them up until recently with the whole shenanigans that is his life.
Yeah. He's got a wild set of circumstances going on.
That guy. That fella. Have you ever seen the movie Crybaby?
No, I have not. Is it a Depp flick?
Yeah, it's an old one. I'll be honest, I've seen it. Could I retell you anything that happened in that movie? Absolutely not. Would I recommend you watching it? Yes. Ricky Lake is in it too.
Ricky Lake. Okay. Sold.
You're welcome.
That's all you had to say. We're gonna get that shoulder patch too.
It's like a greaser, like 50s movie.
Okay.
I got to know. Hold on. Everyone, just wait. I have to Google a better definition of this movie. Everyone, just wait here.
I really hope I got the audio right, and that I'm not just talking to myself the entire time for this video. But I'm pretty sure it's good.
Dr. Panda, are you listening? Are you on stream?
Was Dr. Panda in?
He was earlier. I don't know if he still is.
Might just be lurking.
I'll give you the synopsis. Yeah, can you hear Will on my stream? Here's the synopsis of Crybaby. In 1950s Baltimore, a bad boy with a heart of gold wins the love of a good girl whose boyfriend steps out for revenge.
Perfect. Sign me up.
Iggy Pop's in it.
Oh, Iggy Pop?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta watch this.
He's like in the first top. He's not top billed, but he's like pretty high in like the credits. Well, Dr. Panda can hear you on my stream. If that makes you feel any better.
You know what? As long as one of us got it right, then it's good enough for me.
Let's see.
Lazy streaming.
I'm sorry. I totally went off a tangent on this, but it needs to be done. I'm just looking to see if there's any other famous people in this movie. No, the rest are pretty much all no names. Johnny Depp.
It's always fun, like going back and like watching like older movies, and then like seeing who was in that movie before they got like famous.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not a movie, but it's like a mini series. A really good mini series for that is Band of Brothers. There are so many actors in that.
You know,
pretty unbelievable.
I've never watched that either.
It's pretty good. It's like, you know, just your typical American propaganda flick, but
well,
it's got a good, good story, good acting.
Dr. Panda hopped on your stream and said, I can hear you on Shova's stream as well. Both streams are working.
Sweet.
We did it.
Thank you for putting in that legwork, Dr. Panda. Appreciate that.
I pay him, so I'm not gonna thank him.
Friends for hire.
He should feel honored. He said every day is leg day.
Every day's leg day. Absolutely. That is the correct answer.
I just have no idea what the fuck I'm doing with this right now. All right.
I know it looks like I'm making this worse, but I promise you it might look better when I'm done with it.
I like how we're on very similar paths in that way.
But you don't know till you try it. And right now, it's just, in the state it was before, it's just kind of boring. This white paint also isn't the best. It doesn't have a lot of pigment. So it requires me to apply multiple layers. And then what's always fun with applying multiple layers is you gotta be smart about it. Otherwise it starts to look chunky. And we don't want chunky paint.
No chunky paint.
We want thin, smooth, creamy paint.
Wait, paint or peanut butter?
Both of them.
Nice. No
Oh
way.
yeah. All right, chat. Here's a question for you: creamy or crunchy peanut butter, chunky?
If they're not
Smooth or
all
chunky?
saying smooth, they're wrong.
Smooth or chunky? Crunchy.
Actually, I'm a little bit of both, but I do prefer a smooth.
Yeah. They have their places. I feel like chunky peanut butter is like bougie. I don't know. There's something about it.
Bourgeoisie peanut butter.
Peanut butter of the bourgeoisie. Absolutely.
Oh, what? You can't just have crushed peanuts? You have to have some whole ones in there too? Ugh. Obviously.
Wow, they intentionally didn't grind it up all the way. Wow. Imagine. Couldn't be me.
Whoop, whoop, whoop,
I was
whoop.
going to say chunky, but Lantry made me insecure, so no. It's okay. This is a chunky friendly stream. You can hide here. We'll take care of you.
I'm sorry to shame you. It's fine.
Chunky. I don't know. I'm a radical centrist, so I like both.
I fucking knew it. I knew it.
I knew it. I knew it.
You're the worst of them all. Unwilling to take a side.
Pick a side for once in your life. Maybe. Activate threat level beige.
Dr. Panda is saying that peanut butter is for the proletariat, all kinds. It's in history.
That's also true.
Yeah, but it's not
peanut
as fun.
Peanut butter is a very working class.
But how will I write my think piece on Medium if I don't create division? Now who's taking a separate side?
You're gonna have to go for some different shock value.
That's right. We're getting apolitical up in this stream. Almond butter. That's for the bougie.
I do like almond butter though.
You
I do like
would.
Peanut butter alternatives. They're not the same, but they're decent. I don't know.
I actually completely honest. I don't really eat peanut butter anymore. Okay. I eat sun butter.
I can't do like the unsalted stuff though. That's just for psychos. Like what? It just doesn't make sense.
Unsalted? Yeah, no.
Unsalt? Like what's the point?
It's got to be like me, salty, you know.
Mm-hmm. It's like the Powerpuff Girls ingredients. Sugar, salt, everything's your fault.
God, I love Powerpuff Girls.
It's good. I didn't watch the reboot, though. Is it any good? Do you know? Did you watch it?
No clue. Not the slightest.
I feel like I gotta give it a chance.
Are there any nutritionists watching right now, Dr. Panda?
Is Dr. Panda a nutritionist?
No,
Oh.
someone else we know is. Dr. Panda said, "We fight for the peanuts, down with cashews and almonds." And then I said, since I like sun butter, he goes, "Oh, you sound like a nutritionist." The nutritionist cropped out inside the chat. Sun butter's delicious. I don't know, dear. I'll like, it's
Is that the sunflower seed one?
Yeah.
I feel like I've had that before, and it was pretty decent.
It's good. It's real good. I don't even use it for. That's why I got rid of peanut butter. Don't need it. I have sun butter.
Don't need it.
I will say I did make the transition because of the nutrition. Have I had hazelnut butter? Isn't that just
Nutella?
Yeah, Nutella.
Well, Nutella's got like chocolate in it.
I know. I am now purposely instigating.
I am causing problems on purpose.
Yeah. I haven't. I didn't even know they made like just hazelnut butter. Aren't hazelnuts made of dying animals or something though?
Excuse me? You can't. What'd you say?
So SMP484 is the nutritionist, and she just said Nutella's hazelnut flavoring added to corn and sugar. And it's
Isn't that like
amazing.
Any flavor in like American food is just like an extract added to corn syrup?
Oh, okay.
And then either deep fried or put into a can and carbonated.
Did you know? Actually, you may have seen this just because we have intertangling Twitter timeline. Did you know that Go-Gurt is called Fruit in the UK?
Just fruit?
Fruits, Frupes, or maybe
Frupes.
Frupes. I'm pretty sure it's Frupes. I was talking to my friend from the UK.
I don't know which one I hate more.
She was telling me, I without telling her what the equivalent in the US was, I was like, what does it taste like? And she goes, it's basically just like fruit and yogurt in a tube. And I was like, huh. Interesting. What? I was like, it's weird that the American version is very bastardized. And she goes, wait, is it Go-Gurt? It is Go-Gurt. The bastard child of yogurt. But I do like calling all of my yogurt Go-Gurt because I think it's a funny word. Fruit. Frups? Frupes.
Froops. Froops. You gotta say it like froops. Froops. Fruit Loops.
Froops. I can never do I need to hear an English accent before I can make fun of one.
Froops.
Except for my go-to, the best English accent ever made by any character. That's right, Dick Van Dyke. Hello, Mary Poppins.
God bless Dick Van Dyke.
The goddamn treasure of an accent, no matter how heinous it is.
Hello, Mary Poppins.
What? Hello, Mary Poppins?
There's something so bad.
It is the worst.
Love it. Love it.
Remember Extreme Go-Gurt? I'll be honest, I didn't eat Go-Gurt until I think I was in college.
What? That makes me nervous. Extreme Go-Gurt?
Yeah, Panda just brought that up.
Like, what was the... dare I ask, what was extreme about it? Like, was it sour? Did they put Pop Rocks or cocaine in it?
Actually, I kind of want Pop Rocks with yogurt in it, or yogurt with Pop Rocks in it right now. That sounds exciting. And sounds very 90s.
I really should have shaken these contrast paints before the stream. I goofed. So now I'm just sitting here like a dingus, just suggestively shaking
It's gonna make good
paint.
gifts when you're
So
an
we're
affiliate.
gonna don't clip that. I'm just gonna make this screen bigger so we can watch Landry work on some stuff, and I'm gonna cover my face. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'm still
While
kind
I
of
shake up contrast paints.
still just trying to like figure out what to do with this top plane here, this border. I'm getting there. I'm feeling what I'm doing right now, so I'm digging that. Whoa. And yeah, I'm just going with it, trying to flesh this out a little bit more because it's still very rough. But my goal is to finish this tonight so I can print it out and show everyone on next Monday's stream, because I want to move on because I have 5 more of these to go with.
I feel that. I still have like the 2 miniatures from last stream to like finish, which I'll probably end up doing off camera because it's kind of just boring ticky-tack stuff. But when they're finished, I will definitely do a little showcasing of them. All right, now my contrast paints are sufficiently
Jerked. I mean,
shook,
shaken,
shucked,
shucked paint. You shucked that paint.
Shaken, not stirred. Okay. Let's see. What do I want to do?
Fuck me. Wait.
No, fuck you.
Oh wait, good. No. We're good. I thought I had.
Hey, nah. No. Let's see here. We're gonna put this.
I always forget to see if I have symmetry on. And for some reason, I still haven't. I always remember after I look, but if you look at the brush, there's 2 outside rings. Those 2 outside rings mean symmetry's on. For some reason, I always forget that that's a signifier, and I have to look on my screen by zooming out and looking at the 2 dots. When they made a simple UI. They made a simple UI. It's like the one simple thing in this software that's good about its UI, and I just never remember.
And you blew it.
Yep.
It's just like real life. Don't forget to zoom out every once in a while.
That is true. That was my biggest fault in undergrad when I was in my early drawing classes.
Man. It was just my entire undergrad. So this is a Basilicum gray contrast, so it's like a dark gray. So we're going to see how this looks on top of
Basilisk gray? Is that what you said?
Basilicum gray, like a basilica, I'm guessing. Oh, that's cool. I'm digging that. And again, with contrast paints, once it's down, you really don't want to go back and futz with it too much. I'm just gonna...
What do you love? What do you love, Will? Wasn't asking you, but now I am. What do you love?
I love myself first and foremost. Because if you don't love yourself, honey, how the hell can you expect anyone else to?
Preach.
We have any RuPaul fans in the chat?
The person that said, I love that, was referring to zooming out in life.
Oh, of course.
Get too down on the snuff. Oh yeah, double symmetry time.
Double symmetry.
I'm in X and Y at the same time.
Uh-oh. I might have put too much contrast paint on here. So we're just gonna dab some up.
Remember when dabbing was a thing?
I prefer not to talk about it.
A point in our shared zeitgeist.
Silly time.
Like, that's a thing that existed.
It did. And yeah.
Also, you know what I want to talk about? Well, because I think it's funny and I think you'd appreciate it, is I
I
saw
want to talk about it.
a TikTok. Also, are you on TikTok?
I am not on TikTok, and people
I
keep
mean,
telling me to.
I don't post anything, but I might start posting this stuff on TikTok. I haven't posted anything. I've been on it for like 6 months. But I came across a TikTok of this millennial being like, "Did you know Zoomers don't think millennials are cool?" And then went on to explain why they don't think we're cool. And I was like, why do we care? I thought we're the millennials of. I thought the millennials were like an apathetic cult. Like that was our culture, was being apathetic. I'm like, why are you making TikTok about whether or not the Zoomers like us?
Yeah, we just all turned into doomers.
Oh hell yeah! Oh yeah! I'm into that. I'm a doomer. I can get behind that. I'm definitely a doomer. I've given up.
Oh no.
It's fine. We'll be all okay.
I'm a doomer, but it's okay.
Dr. Panda goes, they ate Tide Pods. Who cares what they think?
Yeah, we did.
No, we didn't. That was fucking Zoomers.
I thought that was a Oh no, yeah. Oh,
No.
everyone blamed us.
Yeah, everything. We took the blame
Everyone's
for
like-
everything.
Yep. we took the chaff for the early Gen Z goofs.
But you know what I really like is that there's another generation that is just, you know how there's like, what is that, the forgotten generation that's like above boomers?
Yeah.
That should be rebranded for Generation X, because I forgot what their name was even just now.
All right. So, we're gonna go back. So in my chat, you can see this contrast paint. How I kind of went heavy on the right side, and then on the back it's like a little more even. But you can see just how much more dynamic that is. It's not dry yet, but you can see how much more dynamic that is with value, as opposed to how it was just like a flat gray before. Very happy with how that turned out. Just gonna go and get the edges real quick. Boop.
Did you just hear me burp?
I did not hear you burp.
And you can thank RTX Voice for that.
Wow.
I'm just trying to get an NVIDIA sponsorship.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Give me a new graphics card.
Fun
please.
fact, I had a LAN party in high school sponsored by NVIDIA.
Dang, that's cool.
Got a bunch of merch. They get sent
what's
like
up, Silverpick? Thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. It makes us one closer then, huh?
What, you got the
I think.
Edge into 47 now? 48?
Maybe? I don't know. I can't remember if the last time I looked I was at 44 or 46. But either or, we are under 10 followers away from getting there. So that's good stuff.
If every one of our Instagram followers just made a damn account to follow us and then quit, we'd be set.
Just like do it the cheater way.
Yes.
Yes. Just unabashed cheating.
That's fine. I don't care. They can leave.
Mrs. Puff, I think I am cheating.
I'm fine with that. I just want to game the algorithm and then naturally get those followers kicked in after that. So
I'm gonna go on to this off-white. I swear I was. Oh no worries, Silverpick. Appreciate that. It's no worries at all.
I keep offending your viewers or shaming your viewers accidentally. Am I shaming your viewers?
Why would you shame my viewers? No, my one of my friends who watches the streams regularly apparently didn't follow, but I mean I didn't even notice, so it's fine. You know, you're following now, so that's what matters.
I mean, a shame that one follower over the peanut butter incident.
Just lose followers because of peanut butter opinions. All right, Silverpick, what's your opinion? Are you a smooth or chunky peanut butter person? Let us know in the chat.
I want to get to the level of enough followers that I can start creating straw polls. Where they
that's the goal.
like there's just enough where it's a necessity. Also, Will, you should definitely download your stuff and upload it to YouTube. My first stream had 70 views on it, and I didn't do anything.
That's pretty good. Yeah, I think once I get to that'll be an affiliate goal again. I'm really just being lazy and putting everything off till I reach affiliate.
Just a slow trickle.
Just slow trickle, because I feel like that's a good goal to justify me doing all this extra stuff. But I also feel like if I'm going to do YouTube videos with like mini painting and stuff, I think that I'd rather do like a tutorial format with like a little better production than just like a copy paste. But it might be a good way to like start a viewership, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like I think there's merits to both arguments.
Would I add closed caption into the streams? I would love to add closed caption. The problem with Twitch is there is no auto captioning. You have to hire someone to caption live.
Really?
So there might be, maybe there's an OBS plugin, but the nice thing about YouTube is it has auto captions, so it'll automatically caption me.
Yeah, I mean their auto captions also aren't the best for YouTube. YubTub.
Right. It is. They're getting a lot better though. Not that that's a justification, but it is.
We do
at least something it does that.
We do definitely want accessibility with our channels. That'd be more accessible to
busy. I don't know where Kitten is. She, I think, is in her bed, which is my drawer.
I love
but
that.
here's a cat. Come here, Sylvia.
Cat cam.
Cat break. Here's Sylvia. She isn't Kitten, but she's also a cat. She's gonna go parrot. She's no, Sylvia, you don't get that's Kitten's post. You don't get to claim that space. You claim every other aspect of the apartment.
Not that one.
Here's Sylvia. Here's a nice.
We'll get a little zoom going here. Let me blow up that screen. Cat cam, look at her. Hi, Sylvia. Oh, she's got the little mittens. I didn't notice that before.
Yeah, she's got mittens.
Nice. That's
awesome. She's upset. Okay, goodbye.
Bye-bye.
He likes to be the annoying one. She doesn't like to be annoyed by us, though.
Oh, of course, it's a cat.
So, just to zoom out, show what I'm doing quick. That's a quick update. God, her breath smells bad. She has bad teeth. Her breath just smells terrible.
Yeah. Pickles has some bad teeth too. We're probably gonna have to get them cleaned next vet visit, which my pocketbook isn't looking forward to. But you do everything for your fur babies. No questions asked.
Keep that in check because they could have to get pulled eventually.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, we have that scheduled for the next vet check.
Yeah. So yeah, right now I'm just kind of continuing to frame out. I'm moving to the sides because I wanted to. Going back to what Will said, zooming out on the thing. I don't want to focus too much on the top, and then have it come back in to the sides and realize they're not connecting well. So I'm just going to kind of go back and forth and detail the sides, and then I'll detail the front, and then go back to the top and kind of go back and forth until I like what's happening. Terra Credit, another possible sponsorship. You know what? I have Trupanion, and it's mainly because I'm terrified she's going to get like something that needs surgery, and they can sponsor me because I've already given them plenty of money. But Care Credit, another good option. Pet insurance. Pet insurance. Is it a scam? Kind of. But they would help if you have to get the teeth removed.
I mean, all insurance at its core is a scam.
That is true.
So, like, pick your poison.
I mean, not to bring the mood down, but I'm going to because that's just how. That is me
That's
as a
how
person.
he operates as a doomer.
Speaking of terrible insurance and how it's a scam, I don't know if you saw my tweet, but my grandma's insurance. My grandma currently has COVID in the hospital.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Her insurance is kicking her out of the hospital because they don't want to pay for it anymore.
That's insane. So, yeah, healthcare for all, Medicare for all. Healthcare is a human right.
Right? It's just fucking absolutely absurd.
And healthcare is a human right, and on that hill, I will fight.
Absolutely asinine. Not you, Will, the predicament.
No, I get you.
Does Zbrush allow you to? Oh, hold on. There's double questions here. Multiple.
Ooh.
Could you have multiple images of the same image in Zbrush? Like, does Zbrush allow you to see the same image from different perspectives at once? No. But what you can do, just this isn't totally related, but you would have a reference image, which I don't use because I'm a bad sculptor. But you can
No
turn.
such thing.
I don't use reference images. So you can turn on it's called the floors, and you can see the planes, and you have your X, Y, and Z, and you can actually impose reference images on those planes, and then you can sculpt towards that. I tried it once. I like the sketch I did was, I don't draw like hyper realistic sketches. I kind of just want my idea out so I can kind of like imagine it further. So it didn't help me. It hindered me a lot. So I don't use it. But that
Bummer, dude.
that multiple perspective thing, that is a very common thing in other CAD software. Like,
I was gonna say that's a
Rhino.
A Rhino, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, ZBrush doesn't have that? That's very odd.
No, it's because it's technically always only rendering 2.5D. It's never. You're not actually rendering the full image at the same time. It's really interesting. And then, does Trupanion cover dental though? I have no idea.
That's a good question.
Kitten's teeth are fucking amazing, so I'm just gonna hold out that she will die before it becomes a problem.
Just like Americans.
That was my insurance policy for a long time.
Yeah. That was my insurance policy when I was like in my 20s. Like, well, if I die, I die.
It's interesting enough, I had an accident that I was in when I was like late 20s, where I basically scorpioned. I like fell off my bike and I basically scorpioned off of it, and now now I have to go to a physical therapy to fix it.
Oh no.
Luckily, I have good insurance at the moment, so I'm taking advantage of it.
Oh, is this a recent thing or just a lingering thing?
It's a lingering. It's basically, I didn't notice any problems because I lived a pretty active lifestyle. Then COVID, or actually it started happening when I started programming for the museum I worked for, and I just sat at a desk all day, and that caused my body to deteriorate in my core. And then I started getting a problem, but I was like, fuck it, I don't have really good insurance here. And then I moved to New York, and it started getting better. And then COVID hit, and then I've been at a desk pretty much, like everyone else, all day, every day. And the rest, it finally caught up to me. And my spine is like slightly deteriorating.
Oh, geez, I'm sorry.
It's fine. This isn't, to be clear to everyone watching, this isn't something that's going to kill me or anything bad. It's just going to be slightly irritating the rest of my life. Save your sympathy, Will, for... Not sympathy. Actually, everyone's pain's justified. But there's definitely people way worse off than me that I'm just staying happy that I don't have other terrible things.
Yeah, that's a good perspective. Still worry about my friends.
I mean, also, like, I can always use an excuse to be like, I can't lift that. I have bad back.
There you go, built-in excuse. Can't do it.
Sorry.
Sorry, I got a week back. Oh, when'd you get it? About a week back.
How's Bobby Shmurda doing? Did he get a?
Is he free yet?
Did he get a pardon?
He did not get a pardon. That is probably the worst part of it.
Goddamn shame. I mean, he did it, but it was only a week ago.
It was only a week ago.
God, remember when that came out? We were fucking into that.
We were still in school.
About a week ago. I just remember shouting that, in the metal studio constantly, and everyone looked at us like we were stupid. I mean, they weren't wrong, but
they were wrong. Yeah, they were wrong. We were stupid, but we were fun.
That's very true. Still a banger. It is.
Absolutely, still a banger.
Let's see. How do I want to deal with this transition?
100% still a banger.
I have a leaf there. Let's make that a ridge.
Oh, that's looking real nice. Nice.
And how are you doing, Will? Let's talk about the art for a second rather than the pains and anguishes of the world.
I'm doing all right. These contrast paints are really working wonders where I need them. I'm about to try and do a second thin layer on top of the side that's a little lighter. So I'm crossing my fingers and hope I don't overdo it. Again, I think I might be overdoing it, but who knows? Because this top side's just a little under-glammed for my like.
Also, I explained this in the last stream, but I'll do it again just in case anyone watching this that hasn't seen it before. So sometimes on my screen, you'll see like a little window pop up and disappear really quickly. That is me switching between brushes. And I have about 6 brushes that I use. I use, let's see, one of them is called the Damn Standard. That one is BDS. Oops. And that allows me to do like nice carving. But so when I press B, that opens up all this brush options. There's so many in here. And everything that I've as I'm teaching myself ZBrush as I go along, you basically find the brushes that are useful to you, and then you don't touch anything else unless you absolutely need to.
That's what I'm learning with Procreate too, to steal a little thunder. Is like there's so many tools, it's hard to wrap your head around them all. But like if you pick a couple that you're really starting to vibe with, it's so good. This episode brought to you by Brooklyn brand lager, Happy Amber Lager, brewed by the Brooklyn Brewery in Utica, New York. That's Utica, New York is not Brooklyn, so figure that one out, guys.
I'm guessing they started in Brooklyn and then got priced out.
Well, yes, most likely.
I'm drinking a Pilsner Urquell.
Ooh, Urquell's is so good.
Mm-hmm. It's my preferred beer. It is
choice.
Insanely expensive in New York, but I only drink about 2 beers a week now, so it's fine.
That's good. That's really good.
I mean, I'm basically forced to. It's not really it's somewhat of my choice, but my body is old now.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel it a lot more. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
We're not the 20-something ding-dongs we were.
I mean...
About a week ago.
I mean, remember my going away party from Milwaukee? My God.
I
me
don't.
Either.
And that's the thing.
All I remember is I found some pictures of me and Steven in an elevator.
Have you been following? Speaking of
Oh
little
God,
baby
everyone.
Steve and Guma, have you been following him on Instagram? He's doing some great stuff.
We're just gonna keep plugging all our friends. Everyone should so follow
Gotta
him.
plug our friends.
He's fucking amazing. He does like
I love it.
animation, graphic design, film.
He just did a anime themed clothing line.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. Document. You
it's
should
like
definitely check his out. His
it's
handle.
like a
Let me pull that up.
black and brown folk centric anime clothing line. It's really, really cool. Yeah, what is it? Dooms on
Yeah, I'm looking it up
Instagram?
right now.
Yeah.
At Goomsdooms. That's GOOMSDOOMS.
Yeah.
He's pretty great.
Very talented young lad.
Bastard. I'm not jealous. Not jealous at all.
I'm not jealous. You're jealous.
Yeah, he's spectacular.
Yeah, big fan. I think I might have overdone that left side, but we're just gonna leave it for now and try and pretty up the surrounding area to distract you from it. Ooh, one thing I am happy actually is
Hi, Flynn. Flynn's another cat of the house.
I love that you have multiple cats.
There's 3. There's more cats than there are humans in this apartment.
As it should be. So I'm gonna take this dark gray contrast paint and I'm gonna paint the tips of these feathers with it. So we get kind of like a mark, like a different kind of marking. Yeah, like that. There we go. Kind of like a hawk feather or falcon feather, something like that. Is that a bark?
Do you hear a bark?
I think I heard a bark.
Yeah, there's a little puppy at our neighbor's apartment that just screams all night and day.
That's fun. It's always fun when you're like trying to sleep, you know?
Yeah. He's good. He seemingly goes to bed pretty early, but he's like dog up until probably midnight, but he's like only annoying like from the morning into the afternoon. I think that's when his like parents leave. And he just freaks out. He's like very puppyish yet.
Hasn't figured out object permanence.
I don't know. I was actually interesting you bring this up. I was looking up object permanence in dogs and cats.
Wow.
Cats have, like, literally maybe 2 days ago, cats have better object permanence than dogs do.
You hear that, Pickles? You have better object permanence than a dog. Can you start acting like it? Pickles has pretty bad separation anxiety.
Yeah, Kitten's the same way. Even if Linda's home, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Which she didn't have. She like developed it over time, and I think it's just the trauma of constantly moving her.
Yeah.
And she's like, "You bastard, stop leaving me."
I don't. And Pickles must have developed it from her previous owners, because definitely new. But it's getting better. Getting better. She's also starting to play more, which is good. Like play with her toys that I got her, which is great.
That's a blessing.
I feel like she's like wants permission to do everything. Like she waits for me to say it's okay to do stuff, which is like, I don't know how to do that to a cat, say that to a cat, other than just like let her do it and then not be mean to her. That makes sense.
Yeah, positive reinforcement.
Yeah,
give her treats when she does something that is okay.
I have been doing that. Okay, that's right. Yeah. She very rarely misbehaves, which is good.
Cats don't really respond to negative reinforcement because they're dicks and they don't care.
Yeah.
More. I'll come back to that. Don't get. I'm getting stuck on one leaf that I've been modeling for maybe 25 minutes now. It's a not bad looking leaf, I will say. It's a pretty good looking leaf. But there's more leaves to be dealt with. Give that a nice leaf.
I also haven't painted this guy's sword yet, so I might try to do another example of non-metallic metal, like when I did that little blue sword on the last guy.
That ice sword?
Yeah.
When you do your minis, do you stick to lore? Like, let's say I have no concept of Warhammer outside of like
Sure.
the very minimal amount of us playing online versions of video games.
Oh man, yeah, I forgot about that. That was a thing.
So let's say this is someone that their themes are, let's say, red, gold, and black. Would you step away from that and be like, they only have plasma swords that are, blue? Would you, which doesn't make sense with the theming I just gave you, would you be like, I'm gonna give this one an eldritch sword that is made of jade?
So here's the thing about Warhammer. I stick to the lore. For the most part, I'll get creative sometimes. But that's like kind of the beauty of the hobby, is you can really do whatever you want for the most part. And it only really matters if you are playing competitively. There's a term called WYSIWYG, which is a what do you call it when you say like abbreviations for stuff? Because it's what you see is what you get.
Right.
It's the initials for that. So that's like one of the rules for tournaments, is like you can only play with what's modeled on your thing for like hyper competitive tournaments. But a lot of the times players will like let you have some leeway with stuff as long as you don't go like overboard. As long as it's really easy to like tell and you like remind them constantly and like try not to catch them with gotcha moments. But one thing that's cool, what's cool with these armies is you can pretty much do whatever you want, really. And they even, like, these are Dark Angels. Like, I am sticking pretty close to how they look in the lore, which is fine because I like how they look in the lore. But you can also do something with these, what's called like a successor chapter, which is like, it's a chapter based on an army that like already exists, and then you can give them their like own special rules, like tweak their color scheme a bit, which is pretty cool. So if like you're like, oh, I like the Dark Angels, but I want to do this instead. Like instead of painting their armor like green, you want to paint them like white. I think they actually have one like Angels of Absolution is what they're called. And they're all like this bone white kinda. So, and then they get like their own special rules that are adjacent to the main faction. So there's a lot of room for creativity, which is great. Which I really like about the hobby, actually. Like they really do give you a lot of room to like spread your wings, as it were.
I see what you did there.
Acronym. Is that?
Is it an acronym?
Acronym is like what it is when it's like the first letter of each word, but what is it when you like sound it out or turn that into a word?
Like is that laser. It is. That's a special word. It's acronyms It's like acronyms that are pronounced words.
Mm-hmm.
Here, I'm gonna Google it. Unless anyone in my chat knows.
Yeah, do we have any big brains in chat?
Acronym.
Unless it is just acronym and I'm overthinking it.
That spells a word. A backronym.
A backronym.
Is an acronym that is assigned to a word. Oh wait, no, that is... Backronym is assigned to a word that existed prior to the invention of a backronym. So it's like a word that already existed, and then you actually like, well, I'll actually mean commander of waste.
Interesting. What is laser an acronym for?
Laser. I'm just Googling. My stream is now just me. Homonym? Homonym?
Is it a homonym? Homophone? Homonym?
Laser is light amplified by simulated emission of radiation. Laser.
Wow. Light amplified by simulated amplification admission
of radiation.
Homonym. I got there.
Homonym. Each of two or more words having the same spelling. No. It's an acronym that makes a word.
Is it homophone?
Homophoner? Oh, cat cam. Homophone? I got another cat.
Cat cam. Let's see him.
Oh God, Flynn. He's so giant. We just gotta wait for that 5-second delay to kick in. Here's Flynn. Flynn doesn't like being held by me. Actually, he looks pretty relaxed right now. Normally his eyes are the size of saucers.
Big ears. Big eyes.
Oh, there he goes. The crazy eyes.
What a cutie patootie.
Flynn is about the same size as Woodrow. Oh, he's done.
So now I'm using this dark green contrast paint. I'm just going to go in and just add a little of it to this like little sculpt he has on his legging. Might be overdoing it, but I don't know. I like playing around with this stuff. And we can always go back in and change it.
Initialism. Okay, so an initialism is an abbreviation consisting of initial letters pronounced separately, like CPU. I think it's his acronym. And then we call acronyms the incorrect thing, which probably should be called initialisms.
Does initialism require pronunciation, though?
An initialism is whenever you pronounce each individual letter. So, like, NASA is not an initialism, but the CIA is.
Okay, so CIA, CPU, FBI.
Yeah, so acronym, an abbreviation formed of the initial letters of other words but pronounced as a word. So,
interesting. We're learning things today on the chat, huh?
Oh, God. Now Dr. Panda's coming in. Flynn and Sylvia are not related. They're just tuxedo cats, so they all have similar appearances. My friend has...
Cats are so cool.
Yeah, my friend has a tuxedo cat, and she looks literally the same as Sylvia. Let's see, Dr. Panda. Pseudo-acronyms, also frequently developed as orphan initialisms. An existing acronym is redefined as a non-acronymous... Jesus Christ, name. I've had half a beer, all right? I can't say this shit. Severing is linked to its previous meaning. This is what my research has shown, aka Wiki. It is not initialism. Yeah, I guess there's a debate about what we call acronyms and what gets defined by them. Acronym is a rectangle, initialism is a square. Just because they look like doesn't mean they're related. Oh, then that's about
Oh,
that last part's about the cats that I just rattled all together.
FBI has entered the chat.
So yes, FBI is an initialism. Pseudo acronyms, BBQ. Wait, wouldn't BBQ be a initialism though? But it doesn't. I guess it's not. I'll be honest. I don't.
Are you saying BBQ or barbecue?
BBQ. Barbecue.
BB8.
Barbecue. So that's a pseudo acronym. No, because you can also pronounce barbecue. Okay, well.
Well, fine.
Well, whatever. You pronounce it however you want. This is why language is dumb.
That's why the English language is dumb. We just don't have rules. We have so many rules, and then they don't matter sometimes. There's no logic to the English language. That's why it's a bastard language.
BBQ is a pseudo acronym because they're a weird category. For barbecue. Fun. Didn't think tonight's stream would go down this tangent, but here we are.
I love it. I invite it. Let's learn something today.
It's not LOL. It's not just English. My high ass just spent 10-ish minutes on the Wii? Do you mean wiki? On the wiki, they have responses to all of these questions. I'm assuming he meant wiki.
No, he's just on his Nintendo Wii. Searching stuff up.
I used to Google on the Wii. I had mine hacked though. Fine. Define this leaf a little bit more so we have a nice happy leaf.
We're just gonna put a happy little leaf right over there.
Well, that was quite the little tangent there. Now I'm behind on my thing. It'll be all right.
Yeah, get to work.
We'll get there.
What are you doing?
I'd have to increase my density of this mesh. It's already pretty fucking huge though.
That's a big mesh.
But in all the wrong places, if you know what I mean.
Heyo. He said it. He said the thing.
How should I do?
So chat right now, what I'm doing is I'm giving all the metallics like a wash to kind of give them a little bit more character, because right now it's just flat paint. And that just kind of adds like dimensionality to it, as you can kind of see. So for all this gold and brass, I'm giving it like a warmish reddish wash with like excuse me, it's like basically an ink. And then it just seeps into the recesses, leaving the higher points exposed and just creating like an illusion of depth.
Just like me when I was 15.
Telling people I like to listen to OK Computer.
It's really deep. You wouldn't get it.
Yeah.
My brother in college
Like-
listens to it, so you know,
Yeah.
I'm a little in the know.
Like Radiohead is good and all, but like Tom York's solo stuff, that's where it's at.
Is 3D printing a pseudo acronym or initialism? I believe it'd be initialism, but the way it's spelt would not imply that, because it stands for 3-dimension printing. But is that what it do or what it be? You know?
Oops,
Know what I mean?
Knows. Nami?
Hoops? Thou would know. I don't know, like an English major? They'd probably know.
You got any English majors in the chat?
Did not like that. Yucky. Undo, undo, undo.
Still trying to like figure out the best way to paint at weird angles and still be able to like show it on the camera without being completely obnoxious.
Ha.
It's definitely a skill I'm trying to learn.
I don't envy your limitations of the physical realm.
Mortal.
Haha.
We're gonna take a little break from this big guy right here, and we're gonna move on over to something similar. We're gonna move to this little guy here, and we're gonna put some washes on it. Now this is something called a watcher in the dark, and these little duders are like kind of like untouchables in the game. No one knows like where they came from. They kind of like originated out of nowhere, and they kind of just like follow around the Dark Angels when they do stuff. Like this guy's holding a sword, but we're gonna paint his robes in like a dark green with that like Dark Angels contrast green. I think that'd be fun.
Untouchable, huh?
I almost put gray on. That would have been very bad. Where'd you go? I swear I just had it. There it is.
You know what? I don't like that. I don't like it at all. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. I know how to fix this. I'm gonna go back and use that fancy new skill I learned.
There you go.
I learned one thing in that class over the weekend, Will, but it was a doozy.
Oh yeah, tell us about that. How was it?
For me, it basically just gave me the confidence knowing that I already know plenty of Zbrush. But I did learn something that I wish I would have knew earlier. So doing booleans in this software is a goddamn nightmare. Mm-hmm. Or should I say it was a damn nightmare, because not anymore, and that's the only thing I learned was how to do a boolean. For you that don't know CAD speak, a boolean is basically taking two shapes. So let's say you have two like spheres and you want them together to make like a peanut shape, bringing it back to earlier. That's called a callback. And you want to connect those together. You can do a thing called a Boolean union and stick them together and they'll act as one object. You can do a Boolean difference, which will take like a sphere and you put the other sphere in and it'll delete away where the sphere is touching on the inside. So it used to be like a 5-step process in this software, but now using the power of a new feature. It is easier and incredibly powerful.
Easier peasier, lemon squeezier.
So I'm going to, well, actually, I'm not going to do that now, but I'm going to come back to that later. I'm going to add a nice little orb in this section later to get a nice smooth orb rather than me trying to like draw a sphere. Drawn spheres in the software never look good. It's just easier adding in the primitive rather than wasting my time on making something that's going to look lumpy.
So we just greened this guy all the way out. We'll see how that dries.
I'll do that here too.
What do we want to do next?
So, Will, what soothing background music do you have going on?
I just have lo-fi stream beats going. I haven't taken the time to look up anything fancier.
It's basically what I have running. It's just a different version of the exact same generic sound.
Yeah, it really sucks they came down hard on the copyright law. Like, I get it, you know, pay artists for their music. Because I'd want to be paid for my art.
I know, I'm such a hypocrite. Pay me! Give me free music!
But also, like, I feel like you're just targeting the wrong thing.
Community.
Like the little guy.
Yeah. I agree. I mean, that's kind of why I was using T-Pain's music, but now that I know how to better import it, I might bring that back some, just because he like has really nice like hip-hop kind of beats to work to, and it's all made specifically for streaming.
Yeah.
The key is, his only thing is don't record yourself doing verses over the top of it. So we couldn't freestyle. We couldn't freestyle. Yeah.
That's fair. That's funny. Fair enough.
Fuck the record companies.
T-Pain has done so much for us.
He's heaven. He's great.
Can't disrespect him.
Right, I fell in love with T-Pain when he did his Tiny Desk concert years ago. Like, I liked him before, but I wasn't super into him. But then, like, he did that, and I was like, oh my god.
I love Tiny Desk concerts in general.
Yeah, they're pretty phenomenal. I want an acoustic album by T-Pain.
That'd be amazing.
I'd dream that.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, we're gonna go in with this null oil or black ink, and we are gonna add it to our silver metallic areas to give those some depth. Already working. Love to see it.
Well, this is looking pretty good if I do say so myself, and I will.
It's okay to toot your own horn.
I mean, someone's got to toot it. Not bad.
Put the kids to bed. Twitch after hours.
Heyo. Remember, no feet. Don't show your feet, Will.
No feet.
They'll be on my OnlyFans.
No
$5.
free feet pics.
$5 a foot. $8 a foot.
You mean your only feet?
No. Sorry, $5 a foot. $8 for the feet. I think that's fair. I have pretty
Decent deal.
dashing feet.
I'm messing up. I'm slopping
Thinking about
paint
feet,
where
aren't
it
you?
doesn't need to be. I'm just so distracted. Oh, that's good. Okay, cool. We wiped it up. No biggie. No biggie. No biggie, only Tupac.
What if Anshovo painted mini feet? I just don't think they can be human feet. What if
You're
I
not
okay?
allowed to show your feet on Twitch? Is that a thing?
Yeah, that's a real thing.
Wow,
It's part of the terms of service.
that's incredible.
It
Feet
could be
people.
considered pornographic.
That's like draconian.
Well, I will say there's certain streamers. I can't name anyone because I don't know, but it's just like some of like the drama I've heard about Twitch that certain streamers.
Which drama? God, listen to us.
God, I can't wait. I was starting beef. I will start beef as soon as I can with someone.
For the views, for the clicks.
Oh hell yeah, 100%.
I'm calling out Jake Paul right away.
Okay.
It's like I'm in jail and I gotta punch the biggest dude I can.
I'm going to
Day one.
call it now. I'm going to when we both become affiliate. I'm going to call you out in the middle of one of my streams and just cause a fake fight between us. To get intermingling between our viewers to see, and then we can do a co-host where we like hash it out.
Like Twitch versions of insider trading.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's exactly what we're gonna do. I'm feeling it. It feels right in today's day and age.
Feels right and good.
What if, hear me out, Will, what if I 3D scanned a foot, someone's foot, I'm not going to name anyone, and then you painted that foot? Do you think that would violate terms of service?
I think as long as it's art, it'd be okay.
That was
As long as it's art.
It was partially Dr. Panda's idea. I don't want to take it. He's the one coming in with all these hot foot ideas.
Really?
Credit where credit's due.
We've spent far too much time talking about feet.
I know we talk about. I only lost two viewers during that.
I bet you got like two randos that were like, "Oh, this is cool." Oh, talking about feet.
He's been talking about feet for 20 minutes. God damn it! I still like. We've been going almost 2 hours, and I did not get as much done as I thought I would. Ain't that how it always goes for me, though?
Like you said, you spent the first half of the stream remembering how to use Zbrush.
Yeah. Every damn time. But I am digging how kind of garish this ring is.
Garish?
Yeah.
I'm scared about it.
It's very decadent.
It's very Baroque. I'll say
yes.
That.
I'm just following the design lead of the scan, though. It's really its fault. I already have an idea for the next one I want to do is like the Athena-esque one. I don't know. Once again, I don't know if it's Athena or if it's not Athena.
$5 footlongs.
But that one I want to do a pendant and insert I want to do like columns along the edges.
Ooh.
Well, Greek.
Doric or Ionic columns or Corinthian.
What the fuck is that? Sorry. I don't know.
Just doing a little art history flex on you real quick.
I failed every single one of my art history classes. All 5 of them that I had to take.
I got a minor in art history, and I love that I don't put it to use unless it's situations like this.
I was actually, no, I only took 4 because I was like one of the only art students that didn't want to take a 5th one to get the minor.
Man.
It's like, nah, I don't want to fail another class.
Yeah, that's fair. I enjoyed it. I don't know. I like art history.
I
like
like
some
the
aspects.
classes. I hate the tests where it's like, here's one painting, name the exact date, and who painted it. And I'm like, why can't I just know like the era that it's from? I don't need to know that it was painted in 1974 plus or minus 5 years. I think that's just like unnecessary. It's like terrible. I think that's like, in my opinion, part of the education, like what's broken in the education system in America. But for real,
it's very like standardized memorization. Like, yes, you should know this if you're going to be a professional. I don't know. Maybe I'm speaking out of pocket.
Which one, the left or the right, or the breast?
Both of them.
Nice.
No, it's the little mystery pocket that come in blue jeans.
You know what that's for?
It's where you put your Beyblades, right?
Here, let me find out. Hey, Linda, what's the little pocket for on blue jeans? Coins. It is a coin pocket.
No kidding. That's simple, huh?
Yep.
Wow.
He looked at me as if I was stupid asking a question. Switch to her pocket watches.
Linda's just like, how dare you?
Change in pocket watches. I mean, I was a cool middle schooler and carried around a pocket watch. Did I look like an absolute asshole?
I mean, It was middle school. We all did. I had a little chain wallet in middle school. Thought I was hot shit.
You probably were.
I was hot shit.
Chain wallets. Well, yeah.
Remember those?
Unfortunately.
Art history finals flashbacks. Yup. I remember. Oh, I do not miss cramming for tests. Like, I'm grateful for my education, but wowie.
I still think undergrad's a joke. I mean that with love too. Like I really.
Oh, I'm there with you.
So much of undergrad was like good, but like there's so much of it was like this weird force-fed system.
Yeah.
I mean, exactly what we're just talking about. Just like learn these.
Pipeline.
Yeah, learn these numbers. Extrude them when you get out. Continue. I think I gotta lower my resolution so I can get these bumps out. Got little bumples.
Get those bumps out.
But at the same time, I'm really glad I wasn't a business major. No offense to any business majors out there.
I'd probably have more money right now if I was a business major. But also, I'd probably hate it.
Yeah, I mean, I just like their classes sounded fucking god awful.
Yeah, that's true.
That in a one business class, well, not really business, it was accounting, it was a math class. And I legitimately thought I was gonna die every day I went to it. Because you know what? I'm not a mathlete.
I am not a mathlete at all, in any sense of the word. Yeah, math was never my strong suit, so that's why I'm here painting miniatures instead.
I'm going to remesh this now because I'm running out of usable geometry that can be easily dynamesh is what it's called, so I can like actively like on the fly like have it update the mesh every time I do something. But it has a limited
Dynamesh, you
amount.
said?
Yeah, it's basically dynamic mesh and then take off the amic part of it, dynamesh. And what that does is like as you're like painting, whenever people might see me kind of like go off to the side of the screen and like swipe down, that's me updating the mesh. Which is really good when you're like kind of sculpting back and forth because it like kind of like relaxes the mesh. So if you're into baking, it's like letting the gluten, it's like you're letting the bread proof, you're letting that gluten relax if you think of the mesh like gluten. But to a certain point, the mesh just can't, the topology gets so manipulated that you just have to like redo the entire mesh, and that's what I'm gonna do right now. And hopefully not ruin everything I just did, because sometimes it like oversimplifies it, or even worse, makes it so dense that it's like really hard to work with.
I want that.
Completed. Oh, look at that topology. Although when it does work really nice, ooh, you get these crispy little forms. All right, now I'm gonna go back and turn Dynamesh back on, which will hopefully give me some more workable mesh here. Which in theory that should help me. Oh wait, I should turn Dynamesh off. Undo. Before I do that, I'm gonna try to smooth out these weird bumps. So lower the mesh, easier it is to get rid of like detail or bumps from just like inconsistent modeling and like, or just like kind of cleaning up. But also really easy to ruin everything you've done.
Get rid of those unwanted bumps in 2 easy steps.
So I'm just gonna do that, and then I'll go back and turn Dynamesh on, and that will then allow me to go back in and put the detail back in, because you kind of always lose detail whenever you remesh something.
Oh yeah.
Which is unfortunate, but it's like part of the process, because you're basically like stretching a film over everything to like create a new topology over the top of it. It's really good and it maintains most of it, but if you have like hyper detail, you just get boned. But it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Oh, that spot does not look very good though. Well, come back to you.
Baby, come back.
You can blame it all on me. Oh my god, did I not have symmetry on when I was doing that? Okay.
Did you?
No, I'm good. I thought I just ruined everything I've been working on for the past hour. Not really ruined. Yeah, I would have not ruined. I figured out how to fix that whenever I do that kind of problem now. But it would not have been an ideal situation.
I feel that. Let's see.
Flynn's walking on the stove, which Flynn never really does.
Uh-oh.
he just got yelled at.
Flynn, don't be a dingus.
But I'm a bad parent, and I laughed at it because I thought it was funny.
I feel like that's why I'd be a bad parent. Just like laughing at kids doing bad things. Don't do that.
Yeah. Well, like giggling under my breath. Yeah.
We're gonna do the same thing to this guy. Go back and paint over these grays, just so we can paint over them with contrast paint. But it's okay.
Ooh, I have like some jazzy music just kind of kicked in on mine.
Ooh, nice. We love jazzy.
I think I gotta increase my Dynamesh. Let's just save this before I get a crash. I have 8 gigs of free memory. I think I'll be fine. Oh god. Oh
Yeah,
god.
don't forget to save your work.
Don't update. Oh, I accidentally just typed in 4,000.
Oopsie poopsie.
That would have been real problematic. I think the highest I've ever taken it was 1,000. About 2 minutes into editing, it crashed it. That was on my old system.
More.
Need all the detail.
It's like that Star Wars meme of Kylo yelling more.
You know what? I never finished watching. I never saw the last movie.
You know what? You're not missing much.
Spoilers.
And I will say that as a Star Wars fan.
I do know Rey. I do know Rey becomes evil.
Spoilers.
I said spoilers.
Yeah, the movie's been out for years. Just watch it, or don't.
I mean, I have Disney Plus.
You're not missing much.
I could watch it whenever, but. Oh, have you watched WandaVision yet?
No, you're like the 100th person this week to tell me to watch WandaVision.
I just started it.
Just like
I said spoiler, Dr. Panda.
Like
I said
so
twice.
Tapped out of like
TV,
comic book movies, TV, but also just comic book movies.
Yeah. Well, I've never read the miniseries, so maybe that's why I don't care, or have the same fry.
Oh, did you watch it? Is it?
I watched the first couple episodes. It's real weird.
It looks weird.
And that's why I think I like. It's so different from the movies.
I'll probably end up watching it eventually because I'm a sucker.
It is. I mean, I know something, and I don't want to spoil it, but basically, the reason it's happening the way it is. Hold on, let me rephrase that. The way it's formatted is very fucking weird because of a certain reason. And so it's like following like these 1950s like Dick Van Dyke TV tropes.
Yeah.
And like Bewitched kind of a thing, and it is very charming, but it's almost like
almost like unsettling.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Kind of creepy in some ways too, especially in certain parts. Wanda like zones out, and that's when it gets really weird. Also, not a spoiler, but Vision accidentally eats gum in one episode, and it's pretty funny. Because he can't eat gum because he's a robot.
He's a robot. Gum is for people.
But yeah, so far I've enjoyed it. It is way different, but
I'll probably end up waiting till like it's all out and then just binge it in like a day.
Yeah, it's gonna just be a mini series, to my understanding, right? Because it's based off of that limited run comic.
I'll be honest, I didn't know it was based off an actual comic either.
I'm pretty sure it is. I was trying not to Google too much so that it wouldn't get spoiled. But I think it is.
I'm such a hypocrite because I would love to own a comic shop as a business, but like I just don't care for Cape movies.
Is that being a hypocrite?
I feel like you gotta know the goings on in the movies. People start talking, hey, what'd you think about WandaVision? And you're like, I don't care.
Yeah, you can be like, I'm a purist, and I don't believe
walk out of the store. It's like, oh, okay, good talk.
I don't believe in the movie canon. you know, just do that. You'll be fine.
I'm sure I'll probably like it once I watch it. I'm just like, I just don't care.
Grumpy old Will.
Grumpy me. Sorry. Let's bring up the vibes in chat.
Yeah, you're letting us two wander. Let's see. What did I do today? What did you do today,
I don't
Will?
know. What do you want to do today? I finished painting a really nice room on campus at my job. I'm really happy about it. I posted it to my Instagram story. It looks pretty swanky now. It was like an ugly baby puke green in like a Baroque room.
What was Baroque about it? Was like the window frame falling out,
like
or
curtain? Oh, Baroque, like Baroque.
I know.
Or you tried to make a funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
Swing and a miss.
Wow. We'll edit it in post.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Just like there's a giant gold framed mirror above the fireplace. And then all the art in the room is hung with gold frames. And then the furniture is very Victorian.
Excuse me, fireplace in a room for children?
No, there's no kids here. This is like in a building where like the actors will stay.
Oh.
Yeah, when they're hanging out for conferences and stuff.
When
This
they're
is
doing
like the faculty building.
I
basically.
see.
Yeah, if that makes more sense.
Yes, 100 times more sense. Well, that's enthralling.
Yeah, pretty happy with it. Pretty happy with how it turned out.
I threw away about $2,000 worth of resin today.
What? How? Why? What?
Because it has an expiration date.
It does.
Our high-end resin printer, which is a Stratus.
Ooh, nice.
It has smart cartridges, so it won't even let you try to print with it. And all of our stock ran out.
No.
It just won't let you do it. And if you try to do it, it'll sometimes lock up the hoses, because like the Stratus is actually, think of it like an inkjet printer, and the resin gets pumped in via a hose and then gets cured as it because you can do like colors and stuff like that, mix colors and stuff. It's a very cool printer, but yeah, our 3D technician's currently out for the next 2 months.
Wait.
And I have to I'm stepping in to fill in that gap. And I was like, I've never printed this. I should go figure out how to use it. And then I found out as I was trying to put in new cartridges that they're all 20 cartridges, except for 3 of them are all garbage. No, you can't use them. But I do want to try. So at this point, I'm just gonna throw them away. But what I want to try is casting with it and stick it in my UV chamber and just see if I can cure it. Because right now it's useless. I'm just gonna have to do chemical disposal on it, so it's gonna sit there. And I thought it'd be fun to give that a try.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
But otherwise, yeah, that's what I mainly did today. Not nearly as enthralling or not nearly as exciting as a transformation that you did. I just continue to pollute the earth.
You just polluted the earth. We don't like that. This is a anti-pollution channel.
In my defense, it was for educational purposes, and COVID happened, so all of it went bad because we couldn't use it.
All I'm hearing is excuses.
Actually, normally what would happen if it's about to go under or about to go out, we'll print a bunch of faculty and staff stuff just to burn through it. But
yeah,
the 3D person was but it hasn't been feeling well the past couple months, so it
Good.
slipped there. Without getting too much into it, they got hit by a car.
Oh, I hope
So
they get better.
yeah, they definitely
It's
weren't
a bit
able
of
to
a
keep
bomb
track
to
of
drop
things.
in the chat. Without
So yeah,
getting
it was
into it, here's a
without getting
life-changing
too into
event.
it. This happened, but so yeah, this like stuff has like been slipping, and it's not their fault by any means. It's just like what happens when shit like that goes down.
Yeah, for sure.
But normally, we print it and just like turn it into stuff and try to burn as much of it as possible. But yeah, I'm gonna see if I can turn it in, still use it, and like use it as resin that I can try to like cure in our fancy UV chamber we have there. Because we have the nice Prusa, or not Prusa, the nice Formlabs chambers.
Okay.
So to describe that for non-3D printing people, when you print in resin, it's cured through a process of UV exposure. So it's all the same no matter like what's at like higher end version or like low end. Like Will and I have the same lower end printer that exposes it with a UV LCD screen. And then the Formlabs, they use a laser and it sinters and exposes it with a UV laser. And then the high-end Stratus ones uses kind of a laser system, but it's more of a laser that is, if you ever seen an inkjet print where it kind of swipes across the whole page and like turns on and off, it's doing that. So it's way more higher definition and it's faster. But they all end up having to get cured at the end, fully cured, in a UV chamber. And like the Formlabs makes a really nice one that's like a heated chamber, because resin also cures a little bit faster if it's in like the 75 to 80 degrees area. Not needed, but it's very useful because it keeps everything stable. And then it like dumps a ton of UV light on it to cure it all the way.
Awesome.
Which you can also, I think you experimented with it, curing resin prints in the sun.
It kind of works. Really depends on what you're curing.
I never got even curing. That's why I stopped.
Yeah, it's not a very efficient way to cure, that's for sure. But my bucket system works out pretty decent.
Hell yeah. Bucket system, best.
Bucket gang.
Yeah, it's literally a bucket full of
5-gallon bucket. Yeah, 5-gallon bucket lined with some tinfoil, reflective side. And yeah, just like a strip of UV LEDs. And I also sprung and got one of those little UV rotation display things that you see in like jewelry stores and stuff.
Oh my god, yes.
Because that, it's powered by the UV of the chamber, and it rotates your piece for a nice, even cure.
That was the best thing you ever told me about that existed.
You're welcome.
That was such a good grab.
Great grab.
So I was going to design some complicated motor system. You're like, you're an idiot. Just buy this for $10. I was like, oh, geez, this is amazing.
Work smarter, not harder. But it might have been fun to like figure that whole system out. So maybe I ruined something for you.
It might have been fun, but it also would have been probably like a week's worth of work.
For something that exists for like $10.
Yep. And if I learned anything, it's just buy the thing sometimes. If you can afford it, just buy the thing.
Yeah. You just gotta, it boils down to how much work you're willing to put in or save. It's spend versus save.
Yes. I've come to terms with a lot of times.
There's a term for that, but I don't know what it is right now. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Let's see here. Okay, we got a little bit of in here. Put that in there. Ooh, oops, too much. Too much of that in there. So I'm actually kind of give an update where I'm at again. I'm feeling pretty good about most of this, and I am just cleaning up any weird spots I'm finding as I go along. But I like the detail of the outside of the ring. I'm just kind of going in with my favorite brushes called the Damn Standard. It's like a scoring brush, basically.
Okay.
So you get like these really nice deep dents in for like defining features. And it used to be a brush someone like just made in like the Zbrush forums, and it was so popular they just included it as part of Zbrush standard. Yeah.
Interesting.
But it makes things go from like looking like they're just kind of lumped in to looking like they're like carved out. And I used to just like could not figure out how people were getting like sharp detail, and I didn't understand this brush. And then after many hours of searching, someone's like, "Oh yeah, just Damn Standard it." I was like, "Son of a bitch." I could have done this years ago. Oh my god, amazing. I'm gonna try a brush that I haven't used in a while to see if it will do what I want to do in this area, but I'm gonna bet you money I'm gonna do it and then be annoyed.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Yes, I'm annoyed. It's called the flatten brush, and it's supposed to like flatten out like an area, but I think it's based off of whatever point you start from. So if you start at a weird point that has a weird angle, it's everything gets that weird angle. And I've never gotten to work in a way that makes me ever want to use it. I thought this would be the perfect time because there's not a lot of information. It's a small area, but
Make your box a little bigger.
it still looks
Text
annoying.
my mom.
You need to text your mom? What?
Yeah, I'm just texting my mom.
I did that earlier today. I actually called my mom earlier today.
We're talking about how much snow we both got.
Classic. Actually, let's see. That doesn't look as bad as I thought. I'm gonna go with it. It's fine. We're moving on. Here's the overall scope of the ring so far. Oh, I gotta clean that up. Don't like the way that looks there. But I might have to do that after I do a retopologize. Topojupal? Topographical?
We're just making up words tonight.
Yep. Let's give this leaf doesn't make sense because it's just not going anywhere. Gotta give it a little place to go. We're gonna come over here. There you go. Now you look like you come from somewhere. You look like you belong. You belong. Don't you worry. Alright, I like that. Zoom out. Not bad, not bad. Actually, I think I'm gonna make some quick edits up on top, but I'm feeling good where I'm at. Not framed. This looks. I might do a little blending in between the face and the ring top, but I do need to move it. I moved a bunch of stuff earlier, so everything's kind of out of sync at the moment. Subtool, which you can read as layer, because that's basically what subtools are. Object layers. And then gonna go into my move and always remember to use move with symmetry off, because it just breaks stuff.
Symmetry off.
Put that there, bring this down a little bit, and then that's pretty good.
Oh, we dropped a couple frames. Nothing bad though.
Really?
Yeah, roommates must be on the internet.
Hmm.
It's okay though. We're still good. I think I got about 20 minutes left in me.
Yeah,
Left in the tank.
I'm just trying to crank through this. I want, if it's not my final version, I do want to print this
Yeah.
before, which, I mean, to be honest, most of the time I always print it and then come back and modify it. But
yeah, and that's the beauty of like 3D printing is like you can print, check it out. I mean, like, oh, this is you know, you can print proofs. You print your artist proofs.
exactly.
Which is cool.
Yeah, I just want to get that. I want to get to a point where I can do that this Friday when I'm home from work.
Did you just use an arbitrary shape to make your ring shank, or did you find a way to model size?
Will, let me tell you, I learned another thing. I learned where I thought I was cheating.
Is this a weekend thing?
It's I kind of knew it beforehand, but I like it was made more apparent that I was correct in my thinking. So Zbrush, I always knew, doesn't have a scale. It has Z units, or just like, Zbrush units, or whatever you want to call them, just like units.
Zunits?
They don't mean anything. They just represent whatever a unit is. So it's basically all referential, like, scaling.
Okay.
So that just means if you're drawing this 10 unit shape and then you have 5 units off of that, you have a 15 unit object, let's say, which doesn't mean anything to a 3D printer. It doesn't mean anything in the real world, which a lot of times is the biggest problem in Zbrush, is like translating it to the real world.
So wait, you don't work in like a scale, like a real life scale when you start?
Nope, I'm in no scale right now whatsoever.
How do you translate that to real people stuff?
So what I always did was I export out of here and I just bring it into Rhino, which I might, maybe not for this one, but I'll show with a different thing on a stream, because I don't have Rhino set up at the moment to stream, but I eventually will.
Oops, let me shrink you down here.
So I've been modeling this whole thing without symmetry on it, whatever, it's fine. So what I do is like I model out what I want, it looks fine, whatever, and then I bring that into Rhino, and then I scale based off of my ring shank in the middle, or my ring size, and then everything's based off the ring size, based off the circle that I made. So you just kind of have to like think, I know my end goal is to, say, print this. So with that being said, I know that I have to have like the nose ring. I will see if it even comes out. I'm gonna have to print it one time, just to see. I think I'll have to come back and like make that nose ring a little beefier, just so it actually holds up through a print. But for the most part, I've done this before with other rings and it comes out just fine. I always thought there was like a way you could actually like handle that, but in my class where Arthur Hash, the person who does it professionally and like for actual jewelry companies, he said, he goes, no, in real life, that's like his actual job is like to work in Zbrush to make jewelry, but like fancy,
that's cool as heck,
rich people jewelry.
The dream.
He's just like, no, I just make it in Zbrush and then I bring it to Rhino. And I was like, God damn it. So I've been, everything I've been doing is
doing
correct.
opposite.
No, I mean, well, no, he actually, he told me he does the same thing where I told you how I made my signets in Rhino and imported it in. He does it all the time.
Oh, and then he just brings it back to Rhino.
Yeah. And then he sizes it back to Rhino. And I was like, God damn, I've been doing this as if like, that's like, an improper workflow. And he goes, nah.
It sounds like you really overthink your workflow.
Yes. Welcome to my brain.
Welcome to my brain.
It's because, why it is? It's because if you look at ZBrush and you go to like ZBrush's like gallery and you see like these amazing like character art and like character design, and then I come in, I make a lumpy looking like ring, or
Here's my ring.
and it's like, you know, it's like a little bit
But that's your ring.
intimidating to like know, like understand what ZBrush is, how to use it, you know, like and your space in that. And then after that class, I realized I literally was overthinking. I'm like, I actually know pretty much everything I need to know for what I want to do inside of ZBrush. So basically, I paid them a lot of money for them to be like, you're good, you got this.
So
which,
like,
you know, sometimes you need
just
that.
went to like art
Therapy.
school therapy for the weekend.
Yeah. That's exactly it. But hey, it was worth it because, you know.
Yeah, sometimes that's what you need.
But with that art school, I'm going to use the one thing I learned really quick to finish up, because what are we at? 2:30. Okay, I'm going to finish this in 10 minutes. That's my goal.
Yeah.
Okay, so the thing I learned is the Boolean thing that I discussed earlier. And it used to be about a 10-step process in order to fucking delete based off of a shape or add. And it was just a goddamn nightmare. But I discovered to the class that all you need to do is bring in the shape you want. And I want to bring in a sphere. So I'm going to append my palette, add a sphere in. It's going to make a giant sphere. And then bring that to scale. Wrong scale. And then
wrong scale.
And I'm going to move it where I want it. And then frame that up. And then so I want this little orb here. Here-ish. Looks good. And then I want this to be my subtracting tool, or like, if you think of it like in terms of like cutting tools, I want a cutting tool here. So now, all you gotta do, I'm gonna press 2 buttons to make this work. There's on the subtool or the layer palette.
Press those buttons.
There's a little half moon shape here, little crescent moon kind of a thing. Click that, and then I'm gonna click the live boolean button up here. And if I turn off my thing, look at that, Will. I just
magic. Well, let me make the thing bigger.
Just magicked it, all with 2 button clicks. But the even cooler part is, while it's in this mode, I can actually move it and adjust it and kind of hone in where I want. And this is where Arthur would use this to use like cutting for like stones, like cutting. Say like you want a 3mm surface set in this.
Yeah.
He would make his very organic looking thing in here, and then model his cutting tool in Rhino and bring that in, and then use that as a subtractor.
Interesting. Okay.
So
hey, welcome to the chat, Mini Deer Hooves. We got about probably like 12 minutes left on this one. Been going for a while, but you are more than welcome to watch the video when it is done. But thank you so much for stopping by either way. How's your day been so far? What you been up to? Let me make you smaller again. Oh no!
Do I have symmetry on? No.
One thing I'm gonna try, and I don't know if it's not gonna be this stream obviously because we're ending soon, is I've been playing around with oil, using oil paints in conjunction with these acrylic paints, and as like a panel lining process. So what I do is I will clear coat the mini when I'm ready to do panel lining, and that kind of gives the entire mini like the same surface tension, especially if you use like a satin or more glossy finish. And then you use a paint thinner to thin down like I'm probably gonna use like a dark brown on this, and then you just like tap where you want like recessed areas to go. It's kind of like a fancier version of these wash paints, and then like the capillary action of like the finish will just like carry that paint like across where any of the recesses are. So if you look at like the knuckles, like on his like power fist right there, you just like, it's hard to explain without actually doing it, but like you would just like tap your oil paint in that recess and it would just shade the entire fist in just like the recessed areas. It's pretty snazzy. I've done it before. And I
Sounds
might
pretty
do it
dope.
again for the next stream, yeah. That's going to be kind of like a final process once we're all said and done with the rest of this model.
No.
Yeah, missed virtual game of footsie. Spent a good amount of the stream talking about feet.
That is true.
Embarrassing amount of time.
Arthur should be a sponsor. No.
No, Art.
No, it's fine. He doesn't need to be a sponsor.
No, Arthur's like, still successful.
Well, yeah, basically left RISD. He used to work as RISD as a faculty member, teaching jewelry, digital fab there, and then I don't know exactly the fallout. I don't know if he's part of like the major layoffs that have happened during COVID. Like RISD let go a lot of faculty members.
Rhode Island Institute of Art and Design.
Yes.
No art. That's like right near me. That's right next to me. It's within like an hour or so drive of me. Well, if Arthur Hash isn't there, I'm not going to go there.
But yeah, he's still in Rhode Island though.
I should go say hi when it's legal to do so. Morally legal. Because there's literally nothing stopping me from being a giant asshole and just going anywhere and maybe getting COVID and spreading it. Because, that's my freedom as an American.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways. Once it is morally legal to travel.
I don't remember what the fuck's talking about. Oh, well, he also teaches classes at like a jewelry bench, but I don't think you'd actually learn anything from those classes.
Yeah.
But yeah, he
what is it, like RI Benchworks or something? I think I've seen his seen them on the Instagram. But I would love to get more into Zbrush to do like character modeling and stuff. For like, designing my own minis.
Yeah.
Like
did you get my that thing I sent you?
I did not yet. I haven't checked. I did not get that. I probably got that thing you sent me. But I haven't checked, so I'm sorry. Did you get that thing I sent you?
You should check your spam, maybe.
Check your spam folder. I will do that.
I sent you something that would be useful to that.
Feet pics?
Yeah, feet pics.
You got it, buddy. Feet pics. God, we're annoying.
Yeah, it's okay though.
I'm never getting to affiliate.
You're still close. I'll make a couple fake accounts.
Don't do that. If you heard that Twitch, he's not gonna do that.
I totally will not do that.
Is that a thing? Is that like, can you get in trouble for like Twitch boofing?
I mean, I would not doubt it.
You get in trouble for a lot of things on Twitch.
They have a pretty strong terms of services that I didn't read, but I agreed to.
Didn't read. Yep.
There we go.
Just like everything.
There we go. There's my little
pony.
My little booped out circles. I'm gonna now drop in a sphere so it looks nice, but there's some broken holes in here. It's okay. Dynamesh will fix that. So in fact, actually,
did you? Hey, what's up, Rusty? Oh, thank you. They're not dead yet. They're still hanging on. My ogre ear's looking a little shriveled, unfortunately. I think that's just because it's part of the weather and not me not taking proper care of it.
Excuse me, what?
What's that?
Oh, ogre ears? You have ogres?
It's a type of succulent. It's usually called like golem ears or ogre ears because when you look at them when they're healthy, they look like little Shrek ears.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
It's kind of cool. Yeah, I'll bring it. Give me 1 second. I'll try and bring it into the camera.
Harvey Birdman, attorney I love.
Harvey Birdman, habeas corpus. We have any bird heads in the chat? I know I have one bird head over here.
Yeah, I have one.
Bird.
Dr.
What
Panda.
A great show.
It really was.
Show. Remember to use both sides of the toilet paper. If it's brown, flush it down. If it's yellow, leave it mellow. Maybe.
Fucking A.
Also, like, that Stephen Colbert was like a voice actor in it.
I know.
So
that's like the best.
That took me a while to figure out too. I did not realize that right off the bat. Someone told me that. I think it was R. Shackelford. I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm like overwatering, underwatering, or it's just inclement weather. I know I need to repot my ogre ears because it needs more drainage. It's not a plant that you want in normal soil.
Mm.
You want like rocks and bark and crap in there.
I got a picture plant recently.
A pitcher plant?
Yeah.
Did you say picture plant?
Sure.
As a joke?
Pitcher?
Pitcher.
Pitcher.
Yeah, son, I got you a pitcher game.
Like they they eat bugs.
Yeah.
Nom.
Is it working?
It's not really any bugs in the house at the moment. But I fed it a bee.
I mean, that's a good thing though, right?
A while ago, and it is slowly digesting. I think it's 100% living off of that right now.
Just catch a bee.
But it is, yeah, it is living life. So trill. But yeah, it's alive. And that's all that I was really going for.
Did you get that thing I sent you?
Oh no.
My ogre's looking a little shriveled. Don't cap that. Don't clip that. Let me bring it over here. I'm feeling peanutty. And Gary Cole does... Oh, you're right. Yeah, Gary Cole's is Harvey's voice. That's totally right. Let's see if I can fit this in camera. Oh, look at that thing. Yeah. So, like, you can see it's kind of like, where is it? This one right here.
Let me blow
they kind of
up.
Have like little indents.
Oop,
right now, mine's like, yeah, mine's a little like shriveled, which I'm not happy about.
I mean, it is cold out.
I inherited this plant from someone on campus that left. Let me see. Let me autofocus. Let me see if that helps. Maybe not. I'm also uncertain if this is like these like white dots are a fungus that's not supposed to happen, so I might need to give it like a little vinegar bath. But it's not dead. It's not dead. It's just probably a little chilly. And it'll probably be a lot more healthy once I repot it and it's also not cold anymore. But yeah, it's like a cool plant. Let me see if I can hold it up. See? It also, I need to repot it in a terracotta pot because I like those, as opposed to like a glass candy jar. This is literally the state I got it in. But they can get pretty darn tall, apparently. I think they can get up to like 5 feet tall or something ridiculous.
Whoa.
So, I mean, that's going to be a baby. That's going to be a long-term baby.
Is it cat safe?
No, it is not actually. I realized that recently. It hasn't been a problem yet.
It just means you're gonna have to keep it out of reach.
Yeah, so I keep it up here. I keep it like up on my desktop, like on top of my desktop computer.
You know what you should do as a deterrent is grow some cat grass, which is just oat grass.
Yeah.
And that's a really good cat deterrent because that means they have a plant they can chew on that's okay to chew on.
Okay.
And they love it.
Rusty Shackleforged recommended a vinegar spray for small mold polyps. That sounds like it would work, right? I feel like a vinegar spray too would also help with cat not eating it, because I don't know if cats like vinegar.
Maybe.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Vinegar.
Is it like a white distilled vinegar? Is it like a watered down vinegar? Or is it just like whatever you got in the kitchen, baby, kind of deal?
I'm guessing probably a white vinegar.
That sounds right, yeah, because white vinegar is usually what we use to clean stuff. But yeah. Well, it is now 10:01, and I don't know about you, but we've been streaming for pretty much 2.5 hours and 2.5 hours and some change. All right, do 50 water and white vinegar. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, yeah, I'll have to give that a try then. Like I said, it doesn't look dead, like it's not yellowed or browning or molding. It's just like it's a teens wilted. But I think it'll be okay. But yeah, thanks for the suggestion. Sorry, bud. But you can always re-watch the video in the archives
VOD.
for the next 2 weeks. Yeah, the VOD, baby. That is nice that Twitch will save your videos for like 2 weeks.
Little while.
I think they keep them longer too once you get to either affiliate or partner or whatever the level above that is.
Think partner, they keep it forever.
Oh, no kidding. That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, hey, that'll be the next step. You need something ridiculous for partner though, don't you? You need like 500 followers or something nutty. But
I believe so, and you need like a bunch of other things. You need like 75 people, unique chatters. You need like
you need like 50 like average viewers, but we'll get one step at a time, right? Got to corner the market.
Yep.
Well, we're almost there. I think we're like 5. I think I'm like 5-ish.
I have like
viewers away.
I have like 40 more to go. 30 more to go.
Well, if you are in the chat and you haven't already, head on over to twitch.tv/landtree and give them a follow to see them work on some cool 3D design stuff. Let me blow up your window real quick so we can get a good view of what you've been working on. Landtree's been working on this cool signet ring. You want to give us a little send-off for what you were working on?
Yes.
Show us the front of your ring.
I will.
You can hollow it out later.
I was totally. I just had to finish this real quick. Okay. So yeah. It's the signet ring based off of this 3D scan from a local subway stop, and I've just been working on the detailing of the ring tonight, which I'm feeling pretty fucking good about. I don't know about this area that I just right here. We may delete that. It seems unnecessary. But I'm gonna print it first, and yeah, eventually it's gonna get 3D printed. I gotta hollow it out. It's chonky, but I'm not gonna do that off stream. But that's where I'm at.
Show
and then
the
I have zoom in on that baby. So yeah, there it is.
Show us your face.
It's gonna rotate in 5,
There we go.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Rotate. There we go. Snazzy. That's sick. Yeah, I love the story behind that too. That's just like you found like a USB stick that was on, or did you scan them yourself?
No, I scanned them myself.
Nice. That's sick.
I actually put them on USB sticks, but I was actually thinking of 3D prints. I have the 3D print I did a bit to
nice.
God, maybe I should epoxy these across town. But yeah,
Me Hooves says to tell you that is dope AF, which it really is. You should be proud of that. That's sick. I want one when you print them off. I think I'll have to tell you what ring size I am. I think I'm a 10. I think they're pretty similar to your shoe size, if I'm not mistaken. But I could be wrong. Don't listen to me. I only worked in jewelry for like 5 years.
What? What the fuck are you talking about? I've never heard that in my life, but I hope that it's 100% true.
Maybe, who knows?
Yeah. Uh, well, I want to finish the sign off, but anyways, yeah. I have 5 more of these I'm doing. I'm calling this. This one will be done for the stream, and I'm gonna move on to a pendant that I'm pretty excited about. That I speculate's Athena. Um, and then yeah, if anyone that's watching this at any point in time, you should go and follow on Shova. That is twitch.tv/AUNSHOVA. Also, I'll put his link in my description below later.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll have to do that too.
But does minis, paints minis. That's what he did tonight. Pretty spectacular looking.
I play Hades sometimes and die a lot. I still haven't beat that game because I'm just bad at video games. Local streamer, bad at video games, more at 10.
I was gonna ask, how many runs are you at right now?
Is there a way to look?
When you go to load a game, it'll tell me how many escape attempts you did.
Okay, it's probably embarrassingly high that I haven't beat it yet.
I beat it faster than Zoe did.
Whoa. How many attempts? Don't tell me. I want to be.
No, I'm not gonna tell you.
I'm probably like cracking like 100 almost.
I think it's probably less than that. I mean, I have a total of 44 right now.
Okay. Well, we'll get there.
So,
well, all right,
I mean, I've slowed down a lot since beating it, but anyways, yes, let's actually finish.
Thanks for stopping by for midweek minis, and I don't know, I'm probably gonna try and turn this into like a weekly thing, like a dual stream on Wednesdays. We can try it as much as we can, because I sure had fun, and I hope you had fun. I hope everybody in your chat had fun, and I hope everybody in my chat had fun.
We gave him a lot of good foot talk, so I'm pretty sure everyone.
We did. Yeah, Shackleforge, you're in for a treat if you rewatch the video. There's a good, stupid, significant amount of time talking about feet and feet pics and only feet. $5 feet longs. So yeah. On that note, we're gonna send it. So thank you so much for joining us tonight. All right. Take it easy, y'all. See ya next week.